last used 30 years.
And guess what, you guys? Welcome. Good morning to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Kiana.
And I am the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And we're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as
See that?
Because we are redefining
what's cool.
Because smart is
the new
gangsta.
Baby.
Get it. Gangsta.
Shout out to Giggity. The OG Giggity.
The OG Giggity.
Giggity gang.
Okay. How you doing this Wednesday?
I mean, I made it. I'm thankful for that.
I think we all made it.
Yes, and we're live.
It has. I think it's something like in the air or something. Out the water, the air. Because I've been feeling really cloggy. I've been having headaches, and I typically don't have them.
Decompress. It's a little stress.
I might be.
We was talking about this last night. Big shots out to Healing Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Our mindset and what we go through so much plays a serious role on our health.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to be cognizant because sometimes stress can be more deadlier than cancer. And those are some very bold statements that I just made.
No. But those are some real true statements that you made.
Because a sad person, a irritated person, a stressed out person,
mm-hmm.
you know, their life and quality of life is so much lesser than a person who ain't worrying about those things and probably still have those same problems, right? It ain't like life ain't lifing for us all. Right?
No, it ain't. It's just the way that you handle it. But some stuff, because I'm kind of like a stress-free person for the majority.
You really is. You really is. You be.
Yeah, but life been like, well, you know, it's just
life is life in at full speed.
Yes.
Life is life in at the speed of life.
Yeah.
Yes, and if life has been lifing with you, check out the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We'll help you deal with life's life. Yes. So in today's news,
okay, so we want to start off with these murals. We talked about it on Monday.
No, we didn't. Not like we should have.
Yeah, we.
Because I wasn't here. Because I was going to go off. I had something to say.
So how you gonna say no? We didn't.
No, I was watching. You seen all my comments?
Yeah, I did.
So
we talked. So all of them got to go.
Yes. The state of Florida has came to Tampa Bay area. It's maybe 64 or some number of murals that will be removed by FDOT, the municipality, or somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the mayor of St. Pete's public statement.
Mm-hmm.
It was a press conference. You know, he spoke about the city, you know, being inclusive and standing for what we stand for.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the removal of the murals in no way removes what we stand for, I guess.
Right.
I mean, I'm paraphrasing.
He did, and he said that everything will be replaced in other forms.
I got something to say.
Okay.
So I think that for every action, there's an opposite reaction.
Okay.
And sometimes it's a more serious reaction. The murals went down during George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
They're beautiful, traffic calming, right? Because I was a part of the Childs Park road mural that actually slowed down traffic at an intersection where people were speeding. So with speed humps on both sides, they still were just slamming through.
Mm-hmm.
And the data came back once they put I had controversy about it, right? I ain't say nothing about it. It slowed down traffic. It actually was a good
the statistics shows that like accidents have decreased.
Yes.
Since the murals have been there.
Yes. And this is nothing new, right? With racism. Racism is at a premium,
mm-hmm.
right? When you are racist, you pay the highest cost because you're not willing to work with, do the things that you feel the other race has done, but it's beneficial, right?
Yeah.
So if some races were real racist, like the true racists that they pretend to be, they wouldn't stop at stoplights because a black man made stoplights. They wouldn't eat peanut butter. Why? Because a black man made peanut butter. So what I'm saying is racism is at a premium. So if they didn't do these things, we'll be living better. It costs us. I'm just saying.
No, but I'm just saying, I just don't understand how, like, we live in a country where in this time we're not inclusive, right? Inclusivity should be your number one goal. Because my thing is, you're saying, like, let's take it up, but the data shows that it's helping and not hurting.
Yes.
It clearly shows. And then this is stuff that this is recent stuff that people done. Go ahead.
But like you said, like you definitely said it, people are really butthurt about these murals. And I really want to see that energy directed to, you know, some truly progressive steps, right? If the mural removal is all about, you know, hate or whatever they're saying is about,
right?
Imagine what truly coming through for the Black community would be.
Because this wasn't, none of this stuff was hateful.
No, it's none of it. It was like lovey-dovey stuff. It was cute stuff, LGBTQ stuff, Black history stuff.
Oh my! Because somebody put, it's like O'Malley tearing down a statue.
It's like it. Thank you. Who said that?
Robert.
Okay, Robert. Robert Bradley. Like O'Malley tore down that statue. No, it was a mural, a huge painting of Black people working for white people,
right?
With the big lips and the
so that was
type
the
vibe.
I can't even speak.
But yeah, but it is. It is very similar, bruh.
Kind of, but not.
It is, because what that image represented for the people who believe another way, the positive images.
But nothing was positive about that.
To them?
No. That was
positivity is subjective.
No. I will tell you, no, that made them superior. And they made you feel as if you were, and nothing about these murals was to make anybody else feel bad.
To somebody.
No. Saying Black History Matters.
Somebody.
No. That doesn't make anybody feel, because they didn't say no. To have a mural up there that depict you being superior and you are laughing at somebody else's. None of these murals laughed at anybody else's pain.
So may I say this? Because I agree with you. I see what you're saying, but let me just add that art is subjective. What art means and what art stands for to each individual is up to that individual. And somebody may have felt the way. They probably rolled past the rainbow mural on the ground on Central every day and felt the way. It rubbed them the wrong way. They probably came by the Woodson and seen the Black Lives Matter.
I get it.
And felt the way.
They could have felt the way, but it was still saying, like, we want to be included. Not that you have to be superior of. So you're looking at two different things. One is talking about let's bring the community together. The other one was saying let's keep a community down.
But to some people, when Black ideas and LGBT and all these different ideas are uplifted, they do feel that same way. They feel like they're being tore down. They feel like the culture or whatever they stand for is being bashed. And that's why that's why culture wars are such a good hot point, right? That's why they start these different culture wars of these different things, because it does arouse the emotion of people. It makes people really, really get mad and frustrated.
History matters.
All history matters. Listen.
No, all history does matter. And I'm one of them people, but I'm okay with that mural being pulled down at City Hall, which is crazy because
that's right. And I'm okay with it too.
And I'm okay with that. And I'm also one of those people who I think all history matters, right? And that I'm not one of them people that you need to take the statues down.
So all lives matter?
Yes.
Okay.
They do.
Not just Black lives.
All lives matter.
And I don't think that saying Black history matters is saying that no other history matters.
Right. That's not saying that. But
that.
You see, but when you look at it, because when you say like Black History Matters, right? It's because it's being erased out of American history, and it should not be erased. So when you're trying to erase a part of history, you have to say, hey, this matters as well.
So may I ask
Yes, go
this
ahead.
question? Will erasing and taking down the murals in St. Pete, Tampa, will
Orlando,
or everywhere
they're doing it.
will it reverse any steps of progress that's been taken?
I think it puts a damper. I definitely do think it puts a damper on things. And then
How so?
one is, they're such bold statements. It starts conversations that may not have been had.
So will removing them start those same conversations?
No, because out of sight, out of mind. You know, so just think about like Post nightclub with that right there. You know, that's like something that's always gonna be there. And then even if you wasn't here, you wasn't born during the Post nightclub shooting. If you ride by, a little child will say, hey, or somebody, or even somebody who visit will say, hey, why is this here? And it starts a whole nother conversation. Once it's gone, the conversation is no longer being had unless somebody bring it up.
Wow.
So powerful. I do think
Definitely
that it's a possibility that it's not going to stop us, but it does put a hindrance when you're trying to make sure that something's not erased.
Yes. Aaron McFarley, Rich Risings. Big shouts out to Aaron, came through in a major way for the writers, for the authors, right on Authors Meetup. It was amazing. Aaron was the host. I can't wait till we run it back. And also in here we got Robert says absolutely, yes indeed. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the murals that have been taken up in Tampa Bay area. It says over 60 murals.
Or just in Florida, just in general.
Well, because we're talking about Pulse nightclub, and 60 murals alone in the Tampa Bay area have been taken down.
Good morning, Miss Teresa.
I think it's an opportunity for us to, how can I say this? I think it's an opportunity for us to do something of substance. It's not often you get people that are so riled up over an issue where, like right now, if we call for a march, protest, or whatever during the removal of one of the things, you'll have thousands of people show up.
Well, I do think that we do get riled up, right? When something happens that we're really good at getting riled up. I just want us to organize and figure out exactly what our next step is.
Yes,
and execute
organize.
And execute properly. You know, you can play chess, you can play checkers, you can play Uno, however the case may be. The objective of the game is to win.
Oh, you can play fish? You ever played fish?
Yes, all of the above. The objective is to win and to be smart about the next move.
Oh, smart is a new game.
Right. And so while that is coming, because it has to be up by the 4th of September.
Yeah,
before the 4th, I mean, honestly,
go see it, go take pictures.
Go see it. No, but not just that. Figure out where it's gonna go next. Is it gonna go on the building? Like, are we gonna put it on the Woodson?
Like, can we put it on City Hall?
Probably.
See?
But I mean, these are things that needs to be talked
City Hall,
about.
a big canvas. I'm pretty sure I know a lot of the artists. They would love.
Or we can do what would be really inclusive if on the sidewalk you have all the different murals representing everybody in St. Pete painted on the sidewalk. They can't tell us we can't take it. We have to take it off the sidewalk.
Well, they'll make a law because.
But then by the time they make the law, it's already there and the impact has already been done, and then we'll change it somewhere else.
But see, we're spending a lot of money on symbols. I think we should spend that money and energy on substance, so that when we do put it on the sidewalk, it'll have a lasting effect and not just a fleeting effect, right? Just like you saying, once it's gone, people ain't going out of sight, out of mind. That's very what they call fleeting. It's gone, and maybe we can put some effort.
So, what's the effort that you're?
I think we can focus on some systems change. I think we can focus on some policy change. I'm like, look, some real tough policy change in the eyes
But why we can
and
do
change it.
But we could do two things at the same
Yes.
time because policy change takes a long time.
But see, that's what they say.
No,
But it ain't take a long time for them to get around here and take these murals up. It ain't take them a long time to do the things they're doing. So it shouldn't take a long time. That's the rhetoric for people who don't want change.
No,
Oh,
that's not.
Change takes a long time.
No.
Change.
Let me tell
Wait,
you.
Hold on. But
No,
then when they want to do something, they go in there and they change it at the snap of their finger.
And you know what? Why this is gonna take a little bit longer, Jabbar?
Right.
Is because the powers that be are already in office so that they can make the change.
Well,
no. Listen to what I'm saying
okay,
right here
go
is
for
that you have people that think alike that can change the laws. We don't have those same people in office. So that they
in
can
our
go
local office, we
no,
do.
but
in our local office,
we'll have
some close votes. But I think we have a progressive.
We seen in our local office at this point is that the state has been shutting down our local office, and the fact is that we can do two things at the same time, and we have to get other people in these offices. That's just a fact.
I agree with you 10,000%.
And so, yeah, I agree with you too that we have to do something else that's gonna be long standing. But until we can do the long standing, which is get people into the office so that we can then change the policies, the other option is to put on the sidewalk or figure something. And that ain't just the answer. That was just something I threw out there.
No,
you know what
listen,
I mean?
you so on point because what I'm gonna say is that we are the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and you're tuned in to 99 Jams Carefest Radio. We're talking about the murals being removed and some real substantive, long-lasting change. And I said to myself, can you imagine how elated some of these people are that their elected officials is doing some things that they want them to do? Right? Can you imagine how happy these voters are? And I just think that some of these things that being done can be done on each side. We can fight it out, get it going. So speaking of fight it out, redistricting. Texas started this redistricting war, what they calling it. And now California, Gavin Newsom, and different swing districts are getting involved with the redistricting battle. And some say it's a race to the bottom. How you feel about the redistricting war?
We are seeing real-time dictatorship happens.
They don't got a dictatorship if they redistricting.
What I'm saying is
it's legal to redistrict.
It's too early.
It's legal.
No, it's too early.
But there's a legal process, and they call themselves
It's too early. We know, like, you could listen. They are bending laws and making exceptions that's not supposed to be there at this point in time.
That's what law do.
And then what we have again, we have somebody who's saying forget the law. And when the lower courts say you can't do that, then you go to the higher courts, which is his homies, and they're saying let him do as he please. And this is what I'm saying is we're seeing dictatorship at its finest right in front of our eyes.
But that's not dictatorship.
You don't have to. You can say that your opinion that is not. But what I'm saying is this is.
But dictatorship is one rule,
and this is what you're looking at.
But it's not. There is several people, several courts involved, several elected officials involved. It's not. It's they're doing some stuff.
So are they making it that is beneficial for only one party?
But okay.
All right, wait. They're making
what the
stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's official for what? Only one party. So it's one sound, one band, one sound.
Yep.
If one person is dictating everything, all part, because again, they're in
synchrony. When what they're doing is in synchrony.
But so what's happening is if you're making it unfair for another party, and then if you look, what we talked about is that they're looking at trying to throw away mail-in ballots.
Yep.
And then the
next legal process.
So again, you're looking at how you start to form dictatorship.
So okay.
So it's not right. You're looking at it. This is the beginning steps of it. where Trump then the lead up to it is that we don't have a vote anymore, and that now only one party rules, and then who rules that party? So it is looking like it's going towards a dictatorship.
So my thought is that from what I see, I'm not gonna say what the plan is, but from what I see, they're using the law to the full extent of their purview. So let me say this, because Democrats, Republicans, and all parties in power have gerrymandered their maps. There's no one party that's guilty or not guilty of this. Both of them have done it. Both of them are talking about doing it, right? Both of them are talking about adding seats to neutralize what the other one is doing. So for that part, to me, that's just the mechanisms of democracy. I should say the mechanisms of the republic, right? Those are the mechanisms of it. And so because they are able to get in alignment with their leader and everybody falls in line, yeah, it feels like a dictatorship, but there is an arc and they're all following their lead. And maybe on the other side, if people got behind each other and followed each other's lead, you could have this type of progress. They're demonstrating what having a president, a senate, governors, and judges all in lockstep.
So here we go.
Demonstrating what that is.
And so what it is not to take advantage of the system either. No, because listen, what they're doing. No, it is. Because if you already have
both of them do it.
No, but if you already have it, why would you then change districting to keep right? But no, it's supposed to be the people that decides. And then on top of that, you know that when you do the redistricting, it's supposed to be within with the Senate, right? Not the Senate, the census every 10 years, depending on the population of it. When you do it prior to that,
it's nothing wrong with it. It's not illegal.
And then they have to change it. But it has been. Because when DeSantis did it, to make it beneficial, he went to the courts and they told him it was illegal.
Yes. And then,
so it is illegal, but this is just like
no,
but and then what happens is it is illegal, but they have the power to try to force it, and then they put themselves in position and then it's kicked back. But the damage has already been done.
So
now the fact that you can sit up here and be like, this is not
they all do it. You have to really look up gerrymandering districts. You have to really look up the way each party does this, right? You got to look up when you can have a party in lockstep, how they lead. They're showing a master class of leadership when you have full control. They're showing you all the way from the state to the local government, all the way up to the president.
I get
they got the judges, they got the Supreme Court. They're showing you in lockstep. Ain't nobody following the Constitution. They're following each other.
And that is not so. And that's not if you already have laws in place, the Constitution, to make sure that people are treated right and all things, you sitting up. No, there's nothing right. No.
Well, that's our whole system. No, that's not just one party.
No, but we've never seen it being done like this.
I know. That's what they're showing you.
But you're saying that all parties do this.
Yes, every party gerrymander.
No, but we never seen nobody buck it like this. And just say, hey, we're going to do what we want to do.
Every party gerrymanders districts. Every one of them. Like not one party has the exclusive gerrymandering right? And so now they have a leader that has all his team together and he's saying, okay, that's what y'all want to do. I'm going to show you how to do it. That's what we're getting. We're getting somebody who is looking at everything that's been done and saying, you know what, y'all did it like that. Look, guys, we finna do it like this. And they're doing it. They're showing it's like a master class. Like they're
breaking the law. And not only
it's up to the judge. It's what the judge said.
No, it's not. So when you do it and somebody says it's against the law, and you can see in the books that it's against the law, and they're saying forget it. No, you can say whatever you want to say, and ain't nothing right about this.
I ain't saying it was right. I'm
no.
I'm just saying
and to justify it, to say that it's right,
No,
because
they
you're
all
making
do.
but you're making the justification.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
not.
you really are. You're saying
I'm-
like, hey, you were looking at what they have
Yeah,
the
I
power
am.
to do. No,
I
you're
am.
looking at them taking advantage of their power.
Yes,
No, and they don't
each
have-
party.
no.
Hold on, each party has done it. This is not exclusive. And then
Give me a true another example of the other party doing this blatantly.
gerrymandering.
No, what we're talking about, not just this,
Okay.
but just give me on the other side where they have just disregarded.
I'll
Go
tell
ahead,
you.
please
I'll
tell
tell
me.
you. The legalization of gay marriage. That was a party with a president and local elections and local people and judges that supported what they put into place. And then there was a whole nother side of the world that was against it for decades. And I believe people can do whatever they want. I'm not in nobody's bedroom.
No,
But that's an example of when you have a party, you have a president, and you have government.
Again, what that right there is a total. That's apples. And let me tell you why this apples and oranges is because a gay marriage ain't hurting nobody. What you do in
gerrymandering ain't hurt.
If you
It
go,
lessens your representation.
so okay, here we go. No,
It
your
lessens it.
judges who send you to jail.
Judges. Mhm.
And if you gerrymander and change it to benefit, who's going to jail? No. Who's going to jail? Typically,
Us.
right? If a gay marriage is
Illegal?
is legal, who is it hurting? Who is it hurting?
I didn't say who's
No,
hurting.
because
we're
this
not
is
talking
what,
about pain. We're not talking about
because
pain.
you're saying
We're not talking about
you
pain.
saying when they did it, but what
I'm just showing you.
no,
that
but what
a
you look
time
at, no,
when-
but
I'm just showing
but
you
what
a
you
time.
see, no, but what you fail to
when
realize
you
is
had a
that wasn't.
president, you had Congress, you had the people in place that all fell in line with each other. And I'm showing you what happened. And I'll give you another example: the turning of Roe versus Wade. This is another one when all the stars align for them to change the law.
Again, but you looking at the difference of the laws that's being changed.
But I'm saying they can do it.
No. But you're looking at the laws that's being changed. Now you have to sit up here and say morally what's right and wrong, right? So here, let me say this: gay marriages don't hurt nobody. We're talking about now.
Okay.
No, we're talking. You gave me some examples.
Mm-hmm.
Gay marriages don't hurt not one soul.
Okay.
You're taking away abortions. Roe versus Wade hurt people's lives. You're looking at a group of people who's trying to inclusify and bring people together to the difference of people trying to take away and hurt people.
But listen, hold on. Let me answer.
It's a difference.
It's subjective.
It's not
because
suggestive.
for some people in religious rights, that is hurting them.
That's not hurting them because
let me tell you why that's not hurting them
because you know what? Let me tell you. Wait. Let me answer that right quick. It doesn't hurt them because they don't have to. No, because they don't have to have an abortion.
But you can't eliminate how somebody feels about it because they don't have to do it.
Yeah,
you can't say, oh, that didn't hurt them. And that ain't their business.
It didn't hurt them.
But no. You don't know what it caused them.
It didn't cost them nothing because the last time I read anything, when you go up there to your maker and you go talk to God, you only are accountable for your own sins. And let me tell you this: God gave us and God gave us free will to choose, right? So who are we to take that away from them?
But this is what some people feel. On the other side, they feel when they flip Roe versus Wade that they save lives. These are what people go to war and kill people for. To save lives. So they're feeling the opposite of what you're saying and how another person might feel. And so all I'm saying is when you dealing with this stuff.
Brother John said it better. Some hurt feelings and others hurt people.
That's the good job, my brother.
And that's basically what I'm saying.
That's a good job. And then
okay, so we can move
sometimes your feelings do hurt you. Okay. We're gonna move on. But we ain't gonna see eye to eye on this one. Look, dear Kiana. Dear Kiana.
Go ahead, do the dear Kiana. We got 20 minutes.
Big shots out to One Community Grocery Co-op. Thank you for sponsoring. One Community Grocery Co-op is on a roll. Y'all can join now at ocgc.coop.
Get in now.
Yes.
This is the time to get in.
ocgc.coop. Okay. Dear Kiana. I'm at the crossroads in my life trying to find whether I truly belong in this party or I should go to another party. No, I'm just joking. Q. I added that. Okay, I'm going to go to the real letter now.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, wait, you was like, huh? Okay. Dear Kiana, my life is in a crossroads and I'm trying to find out where I truly belong. Part of me wants to go full speed ahead into building my business and securing the bag. I know I have the potential to make real money if I focus, but the other part to me feels deeply called to serve my community. The issue is I know that choosing service over profit might mean a more limited income, at least for a while. I come alive when I'm helping others and being a part of something bigger than myself, but I also want financial freedom and stability. Is it possible to have both out burning out or selling out myself or selling myself short? How do I choose between impact and income? Ooh, how do I choose between impact or income when both matter so much to me?
You can do both. It's about scheduling. It's about like I mean, this is such an like I'm
This
not
is such an easy answer,
to me. You can do both.
but everybody can't.
No, everybody can't, and I mean
People's capacities are different.
they are, but you definitely can do both.
No, you can.
You could definitely do both of them. Like your impact, it doesn't have to be your full time, and then what if you make the money and you set up properly, you'll have more time to actually do the impact as well.
Ooh.
You know, you make the sacrifice.
Ooh, if you know what you're doing.
If you know what you're doing, get your company up and running and make the money. Since you say that you have the system and you know you can make the money, go ahead and do that. And on your free time, do your
thing.
do your thing. And because but whatever you do when you are there with the community work, give it 100% of whatever that looks like. And that don't mean like 100% of your day. Like if you got like an hour to spare, just when you do that hour, give 100% to it for that whole hour. And then as your business grow, and you start to build your team, that takes away some of the responsibility from you where you can do it. And then if your company is big enough, you can then have your employees be an incentive to do some of that work that you want to get done.
Corporations that care. So when I look at it, I look at all of it. It say the issue is I'm helping others and being a part of something bigger than myself, and it makes them feel good. It makes them, you know what I'm saying, for doing it. Well, I would say, go with what make you feel good. And then turn your income up, because if income is the problem, you got to turn it up, because I think they will use money to pay you off. Right. So I will give you a nice cushy job. You'll be nice and stable, but it won't be no impact in your community, and your community won't change. So that trade-off that you're taking, and that so many took, is so many people throughout history saying, hey, I can have real change, but this job at MIT ain't gonna let me be out there making change. So I just need to take this job and take care of my family. And nothing wrong with that. That's a completely
But I think I get it.
But I'm saying that's a completely honorable path.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is, as you're making your decisions, know that they will pay you. They will pay you handsomely to not have impact in your community. They will, because racism is at a premium. They will pay you to sit down. Oh yeah, you like helping people? Not today. Not if you want this paycheck. So now you're gonna have a decision to make. Do I help people, or do I just get paid?
I mean, I guess I'm totally different because I've always been the one to figure out how to do it all, and juggle a couple of balls.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
right.
Don't get me wrong.
So I mean,
but everybody can't.
Everybody can't. This can't. But I will tell you, if you follow your purpose,
that's right.
Right, and you follow your purpose and not chase the money, because you can always chase money, and while you're chasing money, it's never gonna be enough.
Don't chase money.
And what happens
catch
is
cash.
but what happened is you're not gonna be happy. And I don't know if happiness is a part of this, but like if you're somewhere miserable, it oozes out of you.
And you got a nice bank account, but
nobody wants to be around you. You can't because your demeanor is so miserable,
toxic.
And it's really hard to pour into somebody or have somebody pour into you when you're in that state. I will say that.
I think that the honest truth, and this is just in my mind, there's a lot of wealthy, unhappy people because people take that choice. There's a lot of people that got a nice bank account and they not happy. They not happy with what they're doing.
When he died, Steve Jobs.
Yeah, boom.
Steve Jobs went on his
Shit, he said he'll trade it off.
He would trade it off for family, friends, all of that. Something of substance
on his deathbed.
Of substance. When you really sit down and think about what matters,
I wouldn't even came with that.
You know, and he had it all. You know what I mean?
And he was really like, hey, he was being retrospective and really looking at his life and asking himself what he did and was it worth it.
Right, because he left a good legacy when you look at it, but what matters to him, he ended up dying by himself. Nobody. He had a child. Nobody was there to hold your hand.
They ain't like him.
Right. And so you can do all the money, get all the money in the world, but if you have nobody to enjoy it with and to make these memories with, and for you to put a positive impact that means something to you, because and Steve Jobs could have had it all.
He did have it all. He could have just did some community work and been happy.
Oh, he could have just been nicer. It don't have to always be work.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It could have been because people think that you have to be this rigid person
to get where you going.
On
you everybody, kick everybody
don't
down.
have relationships because this is a defense mechanism to not get hurt.
It's capitalism. It's really
not even just capitalism. Just think about it. It's a defense mechanism again to keep you sheltered so that you don't have to feel the pain of betrayal. So if you think somebody's going to betray you, you don't let nobody in, and so you keep everybody at arm's length. But that's what I'm saying. So when you look at it and you want to sit up, you need something of substance.
We're doing a mental health event, so if y'all are going through any of this stuff, y'all come check out it.
So we're doing a Fit Women's Mental Health first it's already, the date is just set. We're just getting the panel together.
That's what I'm talking about.
It is September 19th on a Friday at Culture Creative.
Get it.
So the date is already set.
Yes.
Advertisement will be coming out.
Specifically for the ladies because we have done the men's, we have done the community. Now we're going to focus on the ladies and then we're going to circle back and do the whole community once again to check in, see how y'all doing.
Right. And then so
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday I made a post. And it is serious question. Why is stores still charging prices or high prices or more? I said some other stuff. And it's no shortages. And because I went to the grocery store, and I was just I really bought one little item. And I was going to where I was going, but I was just looking at prices. I ain't really just looked at prices. It's like boxes of cereal, $7. You get what I'm saying? These used to be $2 and $1.80 5 years ago. Not when I was a kid, before the pandemic, before George Floyd. That same product is 6 times as more. So people say it's tariffs and all this. What tariffs is on cornflakes? Cornflakes ain't coming from China, right? Kellogg ain't shipping cornflakes from Belgium somewhere. Why are they charging $6 for some cereal? So, and then I looked at the meat. The meat ain't being brought in from different countries. Why is hamburger $30 for a couple pounds? $30. It was $29. I don't even eat the junk. I say, thank God he took that taste out of my mouth. But I feel bad for the people who this was $7 worth of meat. This was $8 worth of meat. Now it's $29, $28.
Mm-hmm.
That has nothing to do with tariffs. That has nothing to do. That's all corporate greed, right? Remember when they said it was a supply chain problem and the trucks weren't getting on? Soon as the trucks went back to rolling, they never lowered the prices. You never seen rollback. You never seen a price roll back. We got to call.
Sometimes prices do roll back.
Show me when.
I see eggs them roll back a little bit.
A little bit what? 25 cents?
No, they don't. Good morning, UB.
Good morning, yeah.
Go ahead. You can tell us what we need to know.
I'm just saying one of the reasons why things are going up is because when you do minimum wage growth, the person that's driving that truck, instead of them driving it for $10 like they used to, now they want $20 to drive that truck. The person that's running that machine, instead of them running that machine and they was getting paid $15, they want $25 to run that machine. So for them people to get paid, the cost of the goods have to go up.
Gas.
So Yubi, I'm gonna tell you this, and I learned this during the Fight for 15 when we were helping Fight for 15. Did you know that the average fast food restaurant, through their profits and loss, had the ability to pay their single and entry level employees $35 an hour? That's why they went to Fight for 15, because after they crunched the numbers, they crunched the people's numbers and said, look, y'all can afford to pay these people $35, not just 15. They was paying $7, bro. $6.
Now wait, Jabbar. Now listen. Now, did you know this? As you keep increasing that, it's almost like a ship where you shooting a hole in the bottom of the ship, because what happens is you go by any fast food place or ask anybody working there right now, what they do is they have to pay the people that they invest into their company. They have to pay those. So if everything go up, they got to cut the workers. Go by any place, you'll see a skeleton crew of workers in there. They got to cut the workers every time you increase the wages.
That ain't because they want it.
Wait a minute. They got to cut the workers.
Nobody. It's profiteering.
So listen, no, because $1 today is worth more today than it is tomorrow. So if you keep increasing it, the gap increase. That's why you can look at your granddaddy and your grandma and them and say, well, they only had this much money, but they had this much stuff. We was able to live like this. Before, you could live off of one person income. You can't live like that now, folks.
Yeah, people was living off $7 an hour.
Right, because you saying you want more money. Not realizing that make it easier for the person on top. It make it harder for you because the gap get bigger.
So we should have just stayed at $7 an hour minimum wage, and then everything would have been all right.
No, I would say that, but I'm just saying. I'm just
unraveling your thought process.
No.
If we would have stayed at $6 an hour, everything would have been all right, because they would have kept cheap prices. They wouldn't have price gouged us.
And it would have been, easier to live. That's why you can go to the...
Wait. Capitalism you talking about, or socialism?
No, listen, I ain't calling it ism, nothing. I'm telling you that if the gap between the have and the have-nots get bigger, and they keep getting bigger, the have-nots lose, because you cannot catch what they got. And if you keep saying, I want, like, okay, look, if I go to a burger place, right, and they selling burgers, let's say they was selling burgers, like you saying the Syria, they were selling it for $5. And so at $5, they get, let's say, 20 customers, so they're making $100. Now they're able to say, well, hey, I could pay 5 of y'all $10 an hour, and I can make a profit, and I can pay my other bills. Now I got to pay everybody in here $10 an hour. Hey, 2 or 3 of y'all finna get fired today, because the customer base ain't gonna be able to afford the $10 burger that I'm finna charge. So
it's because they fired the customer. The customer base was also
no. The customer base ain't gonna be able to afford it because they ain't gonna have no jobs. But it's gonna go on to this place, to that place.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? Right?
No.
And I think
okay, I'll go.
And I think the chicken came first, right? Because the chicken made the egg, but that's just me.
So here we go. Me just thinking there is some other reasons why stuff is right. I say the increase of pay,
gas.
Come
on, keep going.
Right,
name it all. They factor these stuff in your prices already. I'm just saying.
I know. So listen, I totally agree. But what you looking at, and we know for sure we're looking at greed.
Thank you.
And so even if the company can afford to pay their employees $35, that cuts into their profit. And again, if their profit margin is to make this, that's their goal over anything else. So if they are forced to go up to $15 an hour, they're forced to have that charge somewhere else so that they don't lose their profit.
And
so there we go. So we're home.
I was just gonna say, I walk in the grocery store, I'm bagging my own groceries.
And this is why I don't. That's why. So listen, I don't go through self checkout. And let me tell you why I don't go through self checkout. One, they don't give me a discount to do it.
Thank you.
Right? They look at me.
They actually charging you more to do it.
Right. So no,
I
I will wait in the long line to let them do, because these people depend on this job. And again, you don't give me a discount to do yours. And then you treat me like a criminal because you want to see if I stole something or not. And if you want to know if I stole something, yep. No, I'm just saying, joking.
I got some extra stuff in here.
JK.
See, that's your problem.
No, but if you wanted to stop that, you need to put people back in there. Again, like if you want me to rank up my own stuff, there needs to be a discount for it because I'm not doing your job.
I get my 10%.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Listen, they better leave me alone. But no, and I'm thinking about this because, like I said, I'm at the grocery store and I'm looking around.
And that's right. When people make more money, they spend more money.
That's what I was saying. It's a self-defeating cycle. They're actually strangling the workforce, and then at the same time strangling the consumers' pockets. And there's no consumer agencies protecting us. People actually protect the stores. People actually defend the profiteers while going in the store spending 3-4 times more, and there's no clear reason why. Right? There is not a new surge in employees. $15 an hour didn't do it because they cut more than half. Like I go into a grocery store, they cut out maybe 2 lanes to put 8 self-checkouts. So think about that. They have more than 4 times their capacity to make money. Taking 2 lanes, and that's 4 employees. You know
what they have? So they cut the employees, put them down there, and you know what they have now seen too?
What?
A surge in loss.
Oh, that's what we paying for then.
So it's a surge in loss, and you see because a lot of companies are looking at taking those self checkouts out. Like you see that they're not expanding them. In the company because they've seen a surge in loss with them.
I hear that. I mean, I got to agree. I got to agree with you on that.
All right, we got 3 minutes.
I know because you put the home run on that one. Surge and loss.
Woodpecker.
Okay. I want to say big shouts out to Duvet Weaver in his lunch networking session he had yesterday at Sourdough. It was amazing. I sat for maybe half of the presentation by the speaker. This guy blew me away. I had to leave. I had another interview. Big shouts out to Nisi. I did the Nisi show, so y'all look out for that.
Okay. Yeah, stuff is coming up. Buy your tickets for Story 727.
Yes, the gala.
Yes, it's it's September 13th, Saturday, September 13th. It's gonna be full pack. Yeah. So I got
you already know about it.
Yeah. I got
it.
Live music.
Singers, dancers,
all the above. So it's gonna be a great night and for a great cause.
Yeah.
So get your tickets there. Find something to support in the community. I would say, and yeah, look forward to this mental health conversation. Be the change you want to be. Write down those 5 things that make you smile, giggle, feel good.
We got 2 more minutes. I got something extra.
Go ahead.
So, and this don't got to take long, but y'all, big shouts out to Councilmember Givens. He had a town hall in Childs Park. Big shots for you doing what you doing. Support your local elected official. Let your voice be heard. The community redevelopment area policy partners is doing another meeting tonight. Go to policypartners.org or .com, whatever it is. I don't know which one. Maybe somebody can put it up. Go to Policy Partners website, and they have a link for the follow-up meeting that they're having, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be amazing, just like the first meeting.
Yes. All right. So stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes and shout all around the house.
All right. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And we are out. Bing, bing.